situation over the 12 years that I've been here entertaining you on television. Welcome to Hot Topics, Sharina Hudson. Getting out of my car with my money. Good morning, Journey. She'll be almost, I think she'll be 3 next month, don't you know? Good morning, Kelvin. It's my truth.
Okay, honey. Gather around, because the tea we're about to spill today is not just hot, it's scorching. It's the kind of story that makes you believe in karma, in the long game of consequences, and in that old saying about what goes around eventually coming back around to bite you right where it hurts the most. We are talking about Kevin Hunter. Yes, that Kevin Hunter. The former husband, the former manager, the man who once sat on a throne built entirely from Wendy Williams' sweat, tears, and iconic legacy. And now? Now, the whispers have turned into full-blown screams because his own son, Kevin Jr., has pulled back the curtain on a desperate, pathetic, and frankly shocking reality. According to the young man himself, Kevin Hunter is down on his knees, begging Wendy Williams to take him back. I said begging. After years of betrayal, after flaunting his mistress in Wendy's face, after draining her bank account and her spirit, the man is broke. He is lonely, and he is crawling back to the very woman he tried to destroy. But is Wendy listening? And more importantly, after everything she has been through, would she even dare to open that door? Let's get into it, because this story is messier than a reality TV finale, and the devil is absolutely in the details.
I'm not gonna take a lot of time because, I'm getting emotional. And I told myself I wasn't gonna do this.
To really understand the weight of what Kevin Jr. has revealed, we have to rewind the tape. We have to go back to a time when Wendy Williams was untouchable. For years, she was the queen of daytime television. That purple chair, that iconic "how you doing," the way she would lean into the camera and spill gossip like nobody was watching, that was all Wendy. But here's the thing about thrones, honey. They are heavy, and the person sitting on them is rarely alone. Behind every successful woman, there's supposed to be a supportive partner. But for Wendy, Kevin Hunter was not support. He was an anchor. He was a leech in a nice suit. For decades, he managed her career. He controlled the money. He made the decisions. And Wendy trusted him. She loved him. She gave him a son, a legacy, and a lifestyle that most people could only dream of. She believed that they were a team. But while Wendy was working herself to the bone, showing up to that studio every single day, smiling through pain and exhaustion, Kevin was living a completely different life. He was building a second life, and that second life had a name: Sharina Hudson. Now, let's be clear about something. It was never a secret. For years, the rumors swirled like a hurricane. People whispered that Kevin had a whole other family in Florida. They whispered that he was spending Wendy's hard-earned coins on luxury cars, fancy houses, and a lavish lifestyle for his mistress and the child he had with her. And the most heartbreaking part, Wendy knew. She knew, and she stayed. She stayed because she loved him. She stayed because she was loyal. She stayed because sometimes when you build an empire with someone, you convince yourself that losing them means losing everything.
That it was not till death do us part.
And it wasn't just an incident. I mean, the relationship that Kevin had with this woman went on for...
No. Kevin was a serial cheater. Kevin had different mistresses depending on, the part of his life. This last one was the one that he had the longest term relationship.
But honey, Wendy eventually found her backbone after years of humiliation. After finally realizing that Kevin was never going to change, she walked away. The divorce was nasty. It was public. It was painful. And at the end of it, Wendy had to pay. She had to pay alimony. She had to watch Kevin walk off into the sunset with Sharina, living in a beautiful home, driving fancy cars, all funded by the woman he had betrayed. It was sickening. It was unjust. And for a long time, it looked like Kevin had won. It looked like him and Sharina were going to ride off into the sunset, sipping champagne and laughing all the way to the bank, using Wendy's money as their personal piggy bank.
death to all of them.
But here's the thing about stolen money, honey. It never lasts. And karma is a patient woman. She was just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And strike she did. Because then came the guardianship. When Wendy stepped away from her show due to her health struggles, the whole world watched as she was placed under a strict, iron-tight guardianship. It was supposed to protect her, but let's be honest, it felt more like a prison. Suddenly, Wendy couldn't access her own money. She couldn't make her own decisions. The people around her, lawyers, bankers, guardians, were allegedly lining their own pockets, while Wendy sat in a facility isolated and confused. And Kevin? Well, Kevin wasn't there to save her. He was too busy trying to figure out how to keep his own lifestyle afloat, because when Wendy stopped working, the money stopped flowing. And without Wendy's checks, Kevin Hunter discovered a very uncomfortable truth. He had nothing. He had never built anything of his own. He had spent decades riding Wendy's coattails, and when the ride ended, he crashed hard.
Kevin had gone to LA for business. And I hired a PI. Yes, I did. I hired a PI to follow my husband. And this guy is telling me that Kevin is in Miami with the girl. This is where you show the picture of them on the beach. You know the picture where she's going to the camera and he's laying there on the cell phone like they're chilling like a couple. You understand what I'm saying? The PI was taking pictures of them going to the gym, going to dinner, her with Gucci, Poochie, and Luch.
That brings us to the lawsuits. Oh, honey, the lawsuits. Kevin has been filing them like it's a full-time job. First, he tried to get alimony reinstated, claiming he was broke. He said he couldn't pay his HOA fees. He said he was behind on his car insurance. He even had to take out loans against his luxury vehicles and put that love nest he shared with Sharina up for sale. Can you imagine? The man who once lived like a king, funded by his ex-wife's labor, was now facing foreclosure. But the court didn't care. The judge tossed that lawsuit right out. Then he tried again, claiming Wendy hid $48 million from him during the divorce. $48 million! That lawsuit got thrown out too. And most recently, he tried to sue Wells Fargo and the Guardians, demanding $250 million, pretending he was doing it for Wendy. But nobody was fooled. Everyone saw it for what it was, a desperate, pathetic money grab from a man who refused to accept that the gravy train had left the station. And through all of this, where was Sharina? She went silent. She deleted her social media. She disappeared like a ghost, honey. While Kevin was out here embarrassing himself in court, Sharina was apparently moving back in with her mama. She started selling gut health medicine and trying to hustle real estate deals. The soft life was over. The fantasy had died. And now, according to Kevin Jr., his father has hit rock bottom.
But what I needed at the time, because I was running 100 miles an hour, and I was so much of a strong support structure for her and all the dreams that she wanted to accomplish, I needed somebody for me. And my new offspring, my daughter, who is a beautiful, beautiful spirit, she was not a oops baby. She was not a mistake baby.
Let's talk about what Kevin Jr. actually said, because this is where the drama gets deep. Kevin Jr. is not a child anymore. He is a grown man who watched his mother suffer. He watched Kevin choose another woman, another child, another life. And now he is speaking out. He revealed that Kevin Hunter has been calling Wendy, texting Wendy, showing up wherever he thinks she might be, begging for another chance. Begging. Kevin Hunter, the man who never apologized, the man who acted like he was untouchable, is now on his knees. Why? Because he is broke. Not just a little short on cash, honey. We are talking destitute. The lawsuits failed. Sharina has allegedly left him, according to multiple sources. The houses are gone, the cars are repossessed, or about to be, and suddenly, Kevin remembers that he used to have a wife who loved him. Suddenly, he remembers that Wendy was the only person who truly took care of him. He is not begging because he loves her. He is begging because he is hungry. He is begging because the lights are about to go out. He is begging because for the first time in his adult life, he has to face the mirror and see the failure staring back at him.
You left your wife. Now, we may not care about her on the show. That's different. But you left your wife. Got you a side piece. Had a baby and was living a whole different life. And evidently, Wendy Williams was the real bread maker. Because now you can't live that lifestyle without that check. The grass wasn't greener, huh?
But here is the emotional gut punch, honey. Imagine being Wendy in this moment. Imagine being locked in a guardianship, fighting for your basic freedom, struggling with your health, feeling isolated from the world, and then the man who destroyed your marriage, who humiliated you on a global stage, who stole years of your happiness, comes crawling back. Not with a sincere apology, not with tears of regret, but with an empty wallet and a list of demands. That has to be a mind-bending kind of pain. Because on one hand, there might be a tiny, wounded part of Wendy that feels vindicated. The man who left her for a younger woman is now broken. The prophecy came true. But on the other hand, there is the tragedy. The tragedy is that even now, even after everything, Kevin Hunter is still only thinking about Kevin Hunter. He doesn't want to hold her hand through the darkness. He doesn't want to help her fight the guardianship out of love for his son. He wants her bank account. He wants her to fix his problems. Again. The audacity is astronomical. The narcissism is breathtaking. And yet, here we are. Now, think about the impact on Kevin Jr. That is the young man's father. No matter how much anger there is, no matter how much betrayal, that is still his dad. Watching your father publicly humiliate himself, watching him lie and scheme and beg, that has to be devastating. And for Kevin Jr. to come forward and share this with the world, that tells you everything you need to know. He is protecting his mother. He's warning her. He is drawing a line in the sand and saying, do not let this man back in. Because Kevin Jr. has seen what his father does. He watched him drain Wendy dry once. He knows that if Wendy softens her heart, if she feels pity for this broken man, Kevin Hunter will sink his teeth back in and he will not let go until there is nothing left but dust. The emotional scars that man has left on that family are deep, and money cannot fix that. A desperate phone call cannot fix that. Only distance can. And let's not pretend that Kevin's current state is anyone's fault but his own. He had every opportunity. He was handed a fortune. He was given a platform. He had a wife who would have moved mountains for him if he had just been faithful, just been honest, just been a decent human being. But he chose greed. He chose arrogance. He chose to believe that Wendy would work forever, that the money would never stop, that he was too clever to ever fail. But the universe has a way of humbling the proud. And right now, Kevin Hunter is the humblest man in America. He is a cautionary tale. He is the living embodiment of don't bite the hand that feeds you. Because when Wendy's hand stopped feeding, Kevin starved. So, where does this leave us? The streets are watching, honey. We are all watching to see what Wendy will do. Will she take the call? Will she listen to his pleas? Or will she hang up the phone, look in the mirror, and remind herself of every tear she cried, every sleepless night, every moment of humiliation? I hope she hangs up. I hope she blocks his number. I hope she uses the energy she has left to fight for her freedom, to rebuild her health, and to enjoy the peace that she earned long ago. Kevin Hunter made his bed. Now he has to lie in it. even if that bed is now an empty apartment, a lonely couch, or a car he can barely afford to insure. That is not Wendy's problem. It never was. The deeper lesson here is about value. Kevin Hunter never valued Wendy as a person. He valued what she could provide, and when the provision stopped, his love stopped. That is not love. That is a transaction. And Wendy, after years of paying into a broken contract, is finally free from that arrangement. She does not owe him a single thing. Not a conversation, not a second chance, not a dime. The best revenge is not just survival, honey. It is thriving. It is looking at the person who tried to bury you and walking away without a word. It is closing the door and locking it, not out of anger, but out of a deep, unshakable sense of self-worth. As for Sharina, well, word on the street is that she has moved on. She is trying to hustle and grind on her own. And honestly, that might be the smartest thing she has ever done. Because chasing a man who is only good at spending another woman's money is a losing game. Kevin Hunter has no coins left to give. And without the coins, what is he? Just a man with a lot of regrets and a phone full of unanswered calls. So, here's my final thought for you. Now, Kevin Jr. revealed the truth. He pulled back the curtain, and now we see Kevin Hunter for what he truly is. Not a king, not a mastermind, not a winner. He's a beggar. He's a ghost of the man he pretended to be. And Wendy? Wendy is still fighting. She is still breathing. And as long as she's breathing, there is hope. Not hope for Kevin, but hope for her. Hope that she finally gets the ending she deserves, one where she is loved for real, or at the very least, left alone in peace. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Do you think Wendy should hear him out, or should she let him rot in the mess he created? And make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, because honey, this story is far from over. We'll be watching, we'll be waiting, and we will absolutely be talking.